कांग्रेस महासचिव सचिन पायलट का इंग्लैंड का दौरा। इस दौरान ऑक्सफोर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी में स्टूडेंट और टीचर से संवाद करते हुए क्या कुछ कह रहे हैं, सुनिए सर।
Satisfaction among young people, and not just unemployment, also underemployment. So a lot of these massive issues across the country that were there to see but were being ignored for a long time. So this election has thrown up a government that is not a full majority government, which was the case for the last two elections. So it's interesting what will happen in the future. I don't know what will happen in the future, but we have two regional parties supporting the BJP, which has now formed a government for the third time. Time will tell. Right now, it's just a few days since we have a new government. But just to remind you, both these allies of the BJP have been with the have been against the BJP in their previous avatars. So Mr. Naidu has been a part of India Alliance, sort of alliance before the elections. Mr. Nitish Kumar was actually the one who started the whole movement of getting India Alliance together. So they have known to not stick around for very long. We'll see what happens. But interestingly enough, this election was a election that we, when I say we, my party and my alliance, India Alliance, we fought on issues we thought were pertinent to the people of India. Issues of inflation, joblessness. We had economic growth, but it wasn't well distributed. And we felt that there's been a policy initiation which is helping a few rather than helping the most. We also felt that the elections were held under an atmosphere where two elected chief ministers were detained and put in prison. There were a lot of questions raised about the transparency or the efficacy of the institutional bodies that we have. The Congress party, in the middle of elections, our bank accounts were seized. We had to go to the Supreme Court to get relief. So all these things were happening, which I think the voters of India were not very welcoming towards. And we saw the results on counting day on June 4th when the results started coming in. So it was an election that we thought our party and India Alliance fought on issues that were important. I have to say that the ruling dispensation was fighting elections somehow in the back of the mind, taking the voters for granted and assuming to get X number of seats. We have a house of 543. They were targeting 370, 400 and so on. So that open declaration was a sense of slight arrogance, which I think I could sense in the ruling party. And the results are what they are. But we have promised to the people of India that our issues will remain the same. We will fight for what we think is right, both inside the parliament and outside. And the India Alliance, which came about, it's not easy to yield space to another political party, which has been your rival for a long time. But we felt the need of the hour was the unity of opposition. And the Congress, being the largest party, I think played a stellar role in being pivotal to the creation and sustainability of the India Alliance. So Alliance is here to stay. The government, I don't know. We'll have to see. It's two allies which have been quite temperamental in their attitude in previous governments. So we'll see what happens. So election was a spirited election. Many things were said and things were heard. But the people of India have voted, I think, in a very mature fashion. And the elections, you said about exit polls. Every